What's up, gang? It's your boy OMG Pips. In today's video, I'm going to show you guys how I enter my most profitable trades using a very simple strategy that I'm going to illustrate to you throughout this video. So make sure you watch to the end and learn you something new that might change your whole trading career. Trust me. Alright, let's get to it. So we see we have a break of structure right here. Then we have this fair value gap on the 4 hour. Actually, let me just start from the daily, right? Let me start from the daily. See if we can. Alright, so we have this break of structure. We can see price has been in from this point to that point to have been bearish, extremely bearish, and we came to mitigate this inverse fair value gap. Here we see we have a break of structure right there. We have the inverse fair value gap which got mitigated right here, and price is now heading higher, right? So we can see as price is heading higher, we had this break of structure right there, then we had this fair value gap right here. But before all this happened, we had this break of structure, and before that break of structure happened, we had this fair value gap. So price came down all the way here, bounced from this inverse fair value gap, and we started flying higher. It came to mitigate this fair value gap. Once we mitigated this fair value gap, we see these rejection wicks and this bearish candlestick right here, and this bearish candlestick left the fair value gap, which seems like it just got mitigated right there. But I don't trust this fair value gap to hold because it is way too far from the high and it's on the daily time frame, and we haven't yet broken any structure to the downside. So this to me doesn't entice me to go short at this very moment. So I'm going to go down on the 4 hour just to see what's happening. Alright, so down on the 4 hour, let me just delete that because it's not really important right now. We had the break of structure right there, boom, price came down, another break of structure, price started going higher. Then we had these equal levels, these equal highs right here. And once we had these equal highs right there, we swept the equal highs right here, then we mitigated that 4 hour fair value gap right there. Right? We swept these two highs right there, then we mitigated that fair value gap, and price started dropping. And as it was dropping, we will notice that our first break of structure was right here, or we might consider this one on top because but the more prominent one is this one. So let's just mark out what we see. So we had this break of structure right there, and since we had that break of structure, we had an inverse fair value gap. We had an inverse fair value gap right there. So price broke this structure right here. Then this candle was bullish, it went up. Then this candle mitigated that inverse fair value gap and mitigated this other block as well, which is inside the inverse fair value gap. So this to me I am no longer interested in, because we have balanced price action in these levels. So the next break of structure is this one right here. That's the next break of structure, and if we look, we'll notice that we have just before breaking the structure, we had the 4 hour order block. We have this 4 hour order block. Let's go up to the daily and see if it aligns with any daily PD arrays. The 4 hour order block aligns with the high of this fair value gap right there. So once price mitigates this high of the fair value gap, then we also mitigate the 4 hour order block. If you don't know anything about the high of the fair value gap, the middle of the fair value gap, the low of the fair value gap, then you should check out my Telegram free channel, and I teach everything about that. I teach a lot about what I teach here on YouTube, but just a bit deeper. And some things that I don't post on YouTube, I post on my Telegram. So check that out. Anyway, we have this 4-hour order block, and we can see we just had this liquidity sweep right here. Price liquidated this level, started shooting up. As it was shooting up, or as it is shooting up, we'll notice that we have a break of structure. And since we have this break of structure, we look for PDRAs, and right off the bat I see we have an order block, a 4-hour order block. So what I think is going to happen at this point is that price is going to come back down, mitigate this order block, then go higher, at least to this 4-hour order block. So this is the range that I'm interested in. I don't care if it goes higher, than this order block, or it breaks below, but I'm in the level that I'm most interested in is between this 4-hour order block and this 4-hour order block. Alright, if we go down to the 1 hour, notice we have a break of structure on the 1 hour. And since we have a break of structure, it means we have to look for PDRAs. And right off the bat, the first PDRA that I see is this 1 hour order block. So since the 1 hour order block is, let me just mark it, 1 hour order block. Since the 1 hour order block is lower than the 4-hour order block, but still within the 4-hour order block, I'll just delete that because I know this has to be mitigated before price can move higher. So we go down to the 15-minute, and on the 15-minute we see the first break of structure. The first break of structure is this one. If you want to know the secrets of the market, just pay attention to the breaks of structures, because they tell a lot, right? So we have the 1 hour order block in there, and on the 15-minute we have our own. The 15-minute has its own order block. Since the 15M is lower than the 1 hour OB, I'll delete the 1 hour OB, and I will put my stop loss on the low of the order block, put my entry on the 15-minute order block, put the low below the low of the order block, TP just below the 4-hour order block. Or let me just aim for solid 1 to 4. So that is a setup that I have found using an easy strategy that is very easy to understand. As long as you apply what you know, then it'll be easier for you to make the right choices, right? So I'll put my TP right there, put my entry right there, put my stop loss right there, and we go to in it. I'm gonna go to the 5-minute before I make any conclusions. Okay, so on the 5-minute, you can see we have a breaker block, easy peasy. Put our load just below there. We're good, bruh. So if you follow what I have said from the beginning to the end, and if you don't understand, rewatch the whole video, play it back a couple of times, and subscribe to the channel just so you can watch the videos that I post, because these videos are full of value. These videos will help you elevate your trading career to the next level, right? So on the 1 minute, if we go to the 1 minute, let's see what's happening. On the 1 minute, there isn't really much on the 1 minute, but there is something, right? There is something. Okay. I'm just looking down here to see if there's something I'm missing, something that's not mitigated. This there, break of structure, mitigated, everything, mitigated, break of structure, mitigated, that favorably good, break of structure, mitigated, that break of structure. So the only PD arrays on the 1 minute that are not mitigated are the PD arrays in here, the PD arrays in this movement right here, and that gives me a lot of confidence to know that price will respect my setup, and if it doesn't, then we just keep it pushing. The only secret to making money even when you're losing is to adhere to your risk management rules at all times. Don't just think this is the setup that'll allow you to quit your 9 to 5, allow you to have freedom, allow you everything. Nah, bro, it's a marathon. It's not a sprint. It's a lifelong journey. You know, some people take a few months to understand this shit. Some people take a few years to understand, bro. But everybody's life is different. Everybody's different. Nobody's the same. So just stick to your business. Just stick to your work and stay grinding. Keep pushing. You hear me? It's your boy OMG Peeps. I'll see you in the next video. Signing out.
And remember, in forex we're talking about, we came in this game for money. We came in this game to earn a living. So we are not here to play games.